Coming in a cul-de-sac here. The car is flipping around. It smells sanitized, so that's always good. Hello everyone and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video from the cheap ODad. I'm so excited because in today's video, I am going to show you what it's really like to ride in a fully driverless self-driving car. We start right now. Hey everyone. If you would like to be a member of the Cheapo Elite and help the channel, then take advantage of this offer from Webull. Right now, they're going to give you 2 stocks valued at up to $1,850 just for opening an account. One free stock when you open the account and the other when you deposit at least $100. Talk about not leaving money on the table. Let's get back to it. So just a bit of background. I am lucky enough to live in the area where Google's Waymo project has been operating for years. I applied for the early rider program, I want to say around November of 2017. Around March of 2018, I had to do an interview and an NDA and stuff like that. At the time, it was kind of a hush-hush project. You couldn't talk about, you could say you were part of the early rider program, but you couldn't really say too much in terms of specifics. You couldn't have a camera in the car, things like that. I have ridden in a Waymo car dozens and dozens of times. I've been on the freeway, I've been neighborhoods, all kinds of places in the area. Primarily what I would do is I would drop my car off for an oil change and then ride the Waymo back. But another thing we would do is a local shopping center not too far from where I live struck a deal with Waymo and you could ride there and back for free. And I guess the idea was, bringing customers to the shopping center. In this case, there was a movie theater there, an AMC, that we would go to. So that was really cool. All those times, there was always a driver in the car. Basically, they would kind of sit there like this with their hands not touching the steering wheel, but it would slide through their hands and they wouldn't intervene unless they needed to. I have to say, without getting to the debate about whether, LiDAR or camera-based technology at Tesla, which one is going to be better, I was always very impressed when I rode in the Waymos. On the freeway, I was super nervous that one time, but it did really well. There was a time where a bus broke down in front of us. The driver did not intervene at all. It took the Waymo about 30 seconds to figure out what was going on, and it went around it. So really, really cool stuff. The other day, I had to take my car to have some work done on it. And I was like, well, let me pull up the Waymo. And it said it was going to be fully driverless. This is the first opportunity that I've had to do that. Waymo has been doing that for a while. But this was the first chance that I had to do it. So, of course, I jumped on it and whipped my camera out. So, here's going to be a look at that. I apologize that the production values weren't great. It was just my camera phone and I was flipping back and forth, but enjoy. Okay, everyone, I'm here and my driverless, fully autonomous vehicle has just pulled up. Here, you can see no driver, nobody in there, and I am going to get in this bad boy and tell you exactly what it's like to ride in this thing. Oh, gotta put on my mask. So I just jumped in. The car greeted me, said good morning. Gonna put my seatbelt on. Clicking start ride.
Heading to home.
Wow.
Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened.
The car picked me up. Nobody driving this thing. I hit start ride and the car immediately started going. This is super exciting. There we go. All right. Okay, there's a car in front of us. See how it behaves. This is crazy. All right, so it was getting ready to turn right, but a couple of cars were coming and it stopped. The cool thing is that LiDAR system, it can see objects coming by. And away we go. All right, coming up to a red light here. Wow, so you've got some... All right, so we've got some traffic on here on the right. The car is stopping but getting ready to turn right. It's hesitating, but smooth right turn. And we are flying down the street. This is... I just can't say how amazed I am. I've ridden in a Waymo dozens of times. Okay, a car just came onto the left of us. Wow, it didn't even brake or wasn't worried about it or anything. This is my first time in the autonomous version. Now that's the only thing with the Waymo, is it's not always a direct route. So looks like we're going sort of the back route. So super comfortable ride, really smooth, going through sort of the back streets. I didn't know I could get home this way, but no issues so far. And again, you know, is it level 5 autonomy? No, but wow, I'm very impressed. I get that it's, you know, not on the level of Tesla full self-driving, but you know, it uses a LiDAR system and it's geofenced, but really cool. Okay, we're going to make another left turn. Now this one doesn't have the benefit of an arrow. The last left turn we did have an arrow, so this is really going to be interesting to see, because as you can see, we've got oncoming traffic coming. And that Dodge Ram just made a left really quick. All right, so let's see. After this white car, should be good. Let's see. Oh, wow. Even it was starting to turn left. It knew that it was going to go. All right. Slows down for every speed bump, goes over them without issue. Okay, we're coming up to a 4-way stop sign. Went right through, no issues. Very cool. Now we're getting a little close to home, so I'm facing the camera towards me, but still, as you can see, the car's going really well. And I've got to say, I am highly, highly impressed with the way the vehicle has performed here. So now, we were right by my house, and for whatever reason, it didn't want to make a turn into it because it was going to be a left turn. So now we're kind of doing a U-ey here. Probably the vehicle's going around so that it would just have to make a right turn.
Arriving shortly at home. Please keep your seatbelt fastened until we reach your destination, and remember to take all your belongings.
You can see there's a bunch of, it's trash day for the people in this neighborhood, so you can see the vehicle is able to navigate those without issue. All right, went through the light, no problem. And it's letting me off not right in front of my house, but very close to it.
We've arrived. Please check your surroundings before exiting the vehicle, and remember to close the doors after you exit.
So that was it. It was a really cool trip. I gotta say, it was so crazy to be sitting in the car with nobody driving. There are reports that sometimes the Waymos have remote operators if there's an issue, but we didn't run into any issues. To give you just a quick sort of list of pros and cons, the pros with the Waymos right now are if you're someone that doesn't want to be around other people, a self-driving car is a good way to go. It was definitely clean, and it smelled like disinfectant or sanitizer, so you can tell they take that very seriously. The prices with Waymo have always been affordable in my experience, on par with Uber or Lyft or whatever, and if anything, maybe a little bit better. So those are some of the pros. Some of the cons are, the biggest con being that the area is relatively small where you can travel, and right now it's even smaller. I noticed that when I pulled it up. It used to be a much larger area, but probably just because of their newly testing out the fully driverless experience, it's not a big area. So that's a con. Also, the route that you take is usually, it's not a direct route. In the past, it was when they had drivers in the car, but right now, you do a lot of things where you're going, what in the world? And you're kind of flipping around and stuff like that, as you saw in the video. So the route doesn't always necessarily make sense. And also the cars are more cautious. Makes sense because there's no one driving. But for example, I would always get dropped off right in front of my house. This time it dropped me off about, I don't know, 800 feet, 1,000 feet from my door, which isn't bad. But still, that's something that was kind of a con as to where before, if you want that door-to-door service, you're not necessarily going to get it right now. I'm excited to see what happens in the future. It's all going to come down, I think, to Tesla and Google, who's going to win the race to full autonomy. But I would ride in the car again without a driver. I'll just put it that way. That's my review on it. All right, that's going to do it for this one, everyone. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Get me the street cred with the YouTube algorithm, because it's still not happening. I would greatly appreciate it. Share the video with someone that would enjoy it. Don't forget to get your 2 socks with Weeble. And as always, don't forget, don't leave money on the table. I'll see you next time.